Welcome, hello, Yasu. Hi, it's me again, Tai. And yeah, today I want to dig into this empath topic again because it's kind of a funny. When we are most of the time overwhelmed of the impacts and fighting through to not to run mad, people are fearing us. Why do they fear us? This is a quite funny thing because we are most of the time fighting on our own shadows and try to work out how to function in a daily life modus when the impacts are getting too high. So why is it? I will dig into this today, and to those who don't know me yet, I will introduce a little. My name is Tai Körner. I'm an author, I'm a black magician, I'm a follower of the draconian path, I'm a natural born empath, and about 2016 the so-called third eye did open. So I had to fight for at least half a year until I found help on somebody who was able to help me out to balance this. And those of you who know that impression of overwhelming, of emotional impacts, you can imagine how it is if you get an additional 24/7 vision flash, which is overlaying your daily perception. There are people who declare enlightenment as something very beautiful and warm and whatever. It can be horror, just saying. And in my case, I was really doubting if I run mad or what is happening now, because I was never a prophet of telling open your third eye. I was not even trusting into its existence until it happened to me. So okay, I did tell before how I made it back then, but today it's about this interaction of the perceptions you get on daily life and how you are impacted by this, and also how your surrounding is and also about how your surrounding is reacting on this, because this is kind of funny. To those who didn't already do, make sure to subscribe my channel so you stay updated. And yeah, so let's get into this. At first, most people who get in touch with an empath fear the empath. Why do? They think we are reading their mind. They think we are reading their soul, their emotions. So they are standing naked in front of us. Well, that's right, but I don't feel very triggered to read everybody's mind. I don't feel triggered to read everybody's emotions. Why should I? If I would do so, I would need a cave or something, a flat, a place where I can be all alone all my day and just getting out to get in touch with people if I feel them. But if I open up for 24/7 and I would read everybody who is connected to me, I would run crazy. So this is basically why there is no reason to fear to stand naked in front of us. There is just a, it could be of benefit if we can help, if we can support, if you need help, for example, and there is somebody who directly understands your problem and can give you a right hint. This is a support. But there is no benefit in reading everybody. So the other thing is, we are a kind of a prophets of their shadows. So even people who don't know us at all, and who don't seek for a contact with us, by instance, if they meet us and if they see them, we cannot block it all the time because it's part of our perception. We just ignore it now and then. But if we see somebody and we see one of the darkest shadows this one is carrying. We do not need to tell anything. It is just the contact. Because, let me give you an example. I know people think it's nasty, but I love this example. You go for a concert and it's a closed room. You're breathing in and you are breathing out. Everyone is breathing in and is breathing out. And in the end of the concert, my breath did walk through everybody's lungs. And everybody's breath did walk through my lungs. So this is how energy works. If you are close to somebody, or if you are connected to somebody, this can also be 1,000 kilometers distance. If you are an empath and if you are in an energetically contact to somebody, these energies, by time, they will get into touch and they will communicate. So if somebody is carrying around some dark shadows he pushed down all the years, it might be that you are the trigger to get them to daylight. So we are a kind of a prophets of their shadows, and as they recognize it, they either are thankful or have a good dose of respect, or they fear us. And this is naturally. This is nothing where you should be sorry about. This is just a part of your nature. Also, it is reality unchained. So people are used to wear masks. They are telling themselves, I am not that kind of a person. I'm not behaving like that. I'm not thinking like that. And this, what they put into the nutshell of like that, are things they do not openly accept on themselves. So they push it down below, so into their own shadow, into their own subconsciousness, and they wear a mask. Some of them truly believe that they are as this mask is. They did adopt this mask, and they trust that they are this mask. But deep inside, there is somebody else. And the very moment when you crack this mask, and when they sense that you see them, when they sense that you exactly know that they are not what they are posing to be, in this very moment they don't like to be near you. They don't want to take up contact. They try to hide, and especially they try to hide before themselves. So whatever it is when they are what they are digging on, just by being present, you are the one who is giving them the opportunity to find out for themselves what is fake and what is true on themselves. So yeah, this is another thing why you shouldn't, or why most empaths try to shield or to balance or to ignore other people's emotions most of the day. Because imagine you're talking to a dear colleague at work, for example. You like this person, you're totally in alignment with this person at work, and so you do a small talk about something. And while you're talking, it's a normal talking about, I don't know, music, whatsoever, but you feel there is a lie. You feel there is something hidden, and this one doesn't want to open it. And yeah, do you like this person? You don't want to tell him, hey, I know you feel sluggy in your dress today, and so you try to present yourself as the Adonis in person today because you feel bad, and now you try to convince me to feel great. This is just a fucking lie. I know you, so hey, don't hide before me. This is a talking you can't do. So this is not even that people are trying to fake you, they are faking themselves. But they totally forget that you can see them. And as they realize it, they feel uncomfortable. Because in faking to feel great, while they feel shitty, they try to protect themselves before facing it, before solving it, before getting it into a better direction for them. And because of they hide it before themselves, they're of course not very much into if you unveil it. So but I want to switch into another topic as well, because being an empath is nothing what you should claim on any believing system. It is like breathing, sensing, feeling, hearing. It is a perception. And a perception is nothing about religions. So there are religions explaining what is which perception, and some demonize it, some glorify it, some tell you are on your way to become an own god. So whatever it is. So there are magicians, dark magicians, which are very, very skilled on that topic. And also there are people who name themselves light workers, and which also did exercise on these gifts and who are very, very good in this. So I want to break down one thing. If the people are naming themselves light workers, I had a big blockage to even accept this word back in the past. But today I got a little differing in this side. Because what is a light worker? A light worker is somebody who is working with light. We are all from the same source, basically. And we can discuss if this demiurge god is the creator of this world, or if he is the only creator existing in any dimensions, or if it is just a small candle amongst many. And if there is a bigger something, what is rather a god but an unconscious one, we could discuss this. But just leave it on the point, we all come from the same source. So if somebody is talking about light worker, it is somebody who is working with these energies, which you could name a primal energy of this person, or a primal energy of this existence, or the primal energy of everything. And so there is just a differing how dense this light is. And when I'm speaking of dark light or black light, I'm speaking from primal chaos, from the birth where everything came into being. I will get another topic about this because I think time is ready to kick into this point. However, I would prefer if, especially on the topic empath or sensitive or telepathic, or every way of perception people can unfold beyond the physical senses. This is nothing about believing system, and I would be happy if they cast it into a box and drown it into the sea, because there is no need to fight empath against empath, and there is no need to fight somebody who is able to read mind with another who is able to read mind. We should work together because we all can learn something from each others. So this back to why they fear us. There is two letters on this. The first one is they fear because we could unveil something what they try to hide before themselves. But there is also the possibility that they fear us because they think that our gift is something evil. I am born with this, so why should it be evil? I mean, I am breathing since birth, so why should it be evil? This simple, I would break it down. So it is nothing you have to judge yourself about. I think it is also something you don't have to erase on yourself. It is rather a gift to work on, like you're learning to work as a baby, and maybe you will be an athletic Olympianid by time, or So it is like learning to walk as a baby. It is the first steps you go, and you're totally overwhelmed, and you're done like hell when you get your first impacts. And then you learn how to handle it step by step by step, how to take care on yourself, how to take care on every step you do. And maybe one day you are running like a triathlon or something. So, and same is about if you are an empath, there is a gift you can use for your nearest, closest friends. There is a gift you can use for people in a distance to literally heal them. So that's a healer gift. You can also learn how to use it in self-defense. This is something I will get another topic about, because there is no reason to fight somebody in most cases. So, but in case of need, an empath would be able to use this in a good way and in a bad way. And this is why damnation of this gift is totally nonsense. It is always a person who is using the gift. The gift itself is like breathing. You just need to learn to handle it. So yeah, that's basically what people fear about. They fear what they can't understand. They don't know if you're a good person or a bad person. They don't know if you read everything they think or if you feel everything they feel. They don't know if you see their dark shadows they don't align themselves with. So you are basically a prophet of their shadows on a level they cannot understand. And this is why they fear you. You should not dig too much emotions into that, because we got enough work to do to balance out the impacts from outside. Because we are not talking, our own energy body is not talking one to one. So like I'm sitting for the computer now and I'm talking and you're listening to me. No, we are in a room or even alone, and we sense the energy of 1,000 peoples if we allow so. And this can be very overwhelming, and so we learn from start how to reduce it, how to ignore it, how to balance it. And sometimes we fail and then we get a breakdown and we are totally overwhelmed. And so in normal life something happens, and this is somebody who's very close and this is very emotional, so you cannot block these emotions all the time. So we got the harder job to balance this stuff than the other would be right to fear us. So this is just my opinion, but they should be grateful because we are able to help them to find a balance between fake and truth, and we are basically like a seed for that evolvement. Even though we do not do anything, we are just able to link to the energy, and we are just like a sand passing by, a trigger which will give them the opportunity to grow if they want to. So I would not over focus it, and also I would again put the point on forget every religion. You're just living. You're just one of a million people who by accident or by long years of training got the skill to sense other people. You got a benefit to the society, you got a benefit to your family, to your friends, to far away living friends. And this is something what should give you a big honor, because not everyone can do so. And if somebody disagrees about, it is not because of you. It is because they did not really face their thing. So it is not because of you. It is because they hide before themselves. And this is nothing you could solve. And also one thing about this light and dark, blah blah, light. See it from another perspective. You got a gift. Sometimes you are overwhelmed. You need a technique how to work with. And there, I'm a totally left-hand path practitioner. What works is worth. So I don't care if it is a Buddhistic temple, a Hinduistic temple, a church, or whatever. So it could be also a left-hand tantric ritual. Whatever is helping you on your path, whatever is supporting you on developing your skills. And I'm not only speaking about the empath gift. Whatever techniques are supporting you are the right ones. I don't care which god they align to it. I don't care which entities they align to it. Because the technique is working with the source. And the source is where we are connected to. So whatever you try and whatever is helping you on your path, it's correct. Just kick out the believing systems, this good or evil, dark or light. It's none of meaning. It's just, does it work? So it works. And about the black light and light worker thing, I will talk another video. So this is for today. I just want to give you the last reminder on this. If people fear you, it's not your problem. It's a gift you did work on for a long time. And also you are the one who got the most of challenge, both in a beautiful way and in a rough way, and you should not concern about people who do fear you because they scare you might read their mind. This is for today. I wish you a wonderful one and see you next time.